This call is
Yes.
now being recorded.
Hi guys, good afternoon.
Good afternoon,
Hi
everyone.
guys.
Good morning.
I
Good
hope
morning.
that you all had a great and wonderful month before this. All right, okay. Without further ado, the purpose of our first recording is to discuss about our final assessment, okay, which is a review of a language teaching website or a software. Okay, is it echoing? Yes. Okay.
Slightly.
All right. I think, bro, you have. Okay. All right. So, today's discussion or this discussion is going to base on what we have previously discussed in our WhatsApp group. All right. So we are just going to touch on certain things on surface. So, what we have discussed based on our WhatsApp group chat is the first thing is we're going to talk about the choice of website in regards to the target group and also the structure of the write-up. Yeah, correct me if I'm mistaken any of the points. Yeah, so our target group is definitely primary school students. Am I right? Right. And based on our discussion, we have agreed unanimously that we are going to review on a website, language learning website called FunBrain. Am I right? So in regards to that, we also, with the help of Anissa, we have come up with the structure of the write-up. So I'm just going to touch on that briefly. So we have the first part is the introduction and then the general description of the FunBrain website. And continuing, we have the technical preview and the operational description. Then moving on to teacher's feet, learner's feet, and also we have we also place an emphasis on the implementation schemes of this website in particular. Also, we touch on the appropriateness. And last but not least is the strength and weaknesses before we conclude with a conclusion. Yeah, am I right? Okay, I'll pass the time next to Anissa.
Okay, so guys, I'm going to continue with the target group. So as far as I'm concerned, for the review paper, we need to state our target group and then we need to relate it because one of the element I think we need to relate whether the website is relevant to the learners. So I think we should go for Malaysian learners. Because after scrolling the FunBrain website, I think they stated that this site is actually developed for kids in grades pre-K through 8, means until grade 8. So which implies that the appropriateness should be for learners around 3-year-old up to 14-year-old. So so if we relate it to Malaysian context, it might be for pre-scholars up to Form 2 students, 14 years old, right? Okay, so I think before we evaluate on its effectiveness or on its relevance to that group of learners, we should know what is actually the level what is the language level or the teaching approach which has been stated or specified by the Ministry of Education in Malaysian context. I think among the considerations later when we want to evaluate, we might focus on the content, the skills, the language level. The content might be, because I realize FunBrain actually consists of mathematics, literacy, games, videos. So basically it will be beneficial for us to point out that mathematics in English is actually for dual language program. So in Malaysia, there are only a few selected schools that opted to use English for their maths. Okay, so we might as well consider the language level of the FunBrain, and then we should look at, try to relate with the objectives as well as the course syllabus. And then it is also useful for us to check or evaluate whether the website is appropriate for our students' interest as well as the preferred learning styles. So in between, maybe we can add in some related theories. Okay, that's it.
Okay.
So I will pick it up from there. Thank you very much, Sis Anisa and Sister Abby, for the amazing clarification. So I will talk about the layout of the writing up. So because we have been assigned to read two journal articles, one by Lee 2015 and the other one by Hapar 2006. And reviewing these two papers, I would say that we should go with the Hapar 2006 and we follow the outlining from there. So we have to follow six main points as the main subheadings for our write-up. The first one starts with technical review. The second one, we write about the operational description, which is a small description about the website and how does it work. And then we go through the teacher's fit, learner fit, and then the implication schemes, and then the appropriateness, and finally we can add a conclusion. So this should be the main layout for our work, and then we delegate and distribute these subheadings amongst us so we can start working. So I believe that according to our discussion in the WhatsApp group, we have already started assigning these subheadings for each one of us. So I believe Anisa will take the teacher fit, learner fit. I would write something about the technical review and implementation schemes, and Sister Ati will take the operational description and the weaknesses and strengths. She also suggested that we should actually add that as well. So yeah, this is it. For me, maybe I can pass it to someone else who can just give us a general review, Brother Owen.
All right. Thank you, brother Sammy. All right. Okay. Talking about the evaluation forms, right? There are there are
What's with you guys? Whenever you start talking, you start laughing.
there are
We are distressing and they are distressing.
okay.
I know.
There are two forms.
They're teasing each other.
There are
Right.
two forms or one form?
Two forms. Actually, one is actually the website. Another one is the software. So we have.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay, okay.
Okay, sis. Okay, we chose website, right? So we are
Yeah,
going
yeah.
through the website. So based on the criteria of the website, the first one is the URL. So we have to get the URL from FunBrain, which is the URL we'll be talking later on. And then there'll be the expectations from us, like what do we expect from the website. Besides that, we can, take a look of who are the authors of the site and who created it, and who are the audience of the site, so the users of the sites, the site's creation, when was it and when was it last updated. Next is the contact address, if they have provided one. This one I noticed it was quite interesting. It was mentioning about delivering its content at any time. So do you guys have any idea what site that I can use to determine the speed of the when I need to access it? Do you guys have any ideas?
I think you are the technological savvy. You're asking the wrong person here.
I can take a look, but if you have any ideas, you can let me know.
Okay, we'll check it out. Right.
We can maybe we'll search online later.
All right. Okay, no problem. Okay, so the next is it was to see whether it's easy to navigate through the page, especially if you can see the homepage. If you remember that we did our previous website, so is whether it's easy to navigate here and there. So here it's stated specifically whether you can get back to the homepage easily or not, and whether the site contains links to the other sites, or other information from other pages, and does it have enough materials such as text, images, sounds, and videos, and other materials available offline for teachers to download. And is it easy for the user of the website to differentiate according to the learners or the users' abilities, the materials whether they can differentiate it, and do they need plugins to access? And last but not the least is the copyright, whether the terms of usage and the restrictions provided by the site. So that's all from the checklist from me.
May I add one? All right, guys, because we are adding one part, which is the strength and the weaknesses. So I need your guys' input on that, maybe from the website perspective itself and maybe educators' perspective itself as a whole. Is it all right? You guys can suggest and then we can just add up on that part, yeah? Okay. Anything else to add, guys? Anissa?
Okay, I think guys, later we need to consider about because I scrolled the previous the samples, so we need to consider which part to screenshot and put it in the review paper, and then one more thing is just now Brother Sammy mentioned about the outline and the distribution of it, right? So I think for the implementation scheme, as well as appropriateness, it should be, interrelated to each other. So I think when we sort of add the info, we can try to relate and come up with a synchronized one.
The bottom line is to always relate in the context of Malaysian education system, because I believe FunBrain is not a Malaysian context, it's an American context. So the syllabus, the curriculum are different, it varies. So always come back to Malaysian education context, all right?
Okay.
Context, okay. Anything else, guys? With Owen, with the Sammy?
Should be okay with me. I guess we still have to, investigate and try to look up all the information.
Yeah, and
first.
also relate with the article that brother Sammy mentioned, right?
Oh yeah, guys, I forgot to tell you, I have a tip. If you feel like laughing, you can breathe in and breathe out.
Yeah, through your nose, not mouth, huh? Because you breathe in through your nose, you won't laugh. If you breathe into your mouth, you're gonna choke up and you're gonna laugh.
Yes.
I can't stop smiling and it automatically happens.
Actually, we gone haywire after our RS2, so it's
Hey,
normal.
if you behave like this, Dr. Shanti will be very angry.
Yeah, I guess.
Yes, Owen, anything to share?
Yeah, feather duster, eh?
Yes, yes.
Seriously.
I think we should call it a day for now.
Yes, brother. You know me,
Yes.
we're gonna be forever. All right, thank you, everyone.
Thank
you.
you, guys.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.